Do 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 do. Draw with Mr. Greg!
Boys and girls, today I'm going to show you how you can draw something like this. It's really easy to do. You have to learn how to draw bubble letters first. Once we get the hang of bubble letters, we'll move into what is called patterns. A pattern is anything that repeats over and over and over again. Let's get started. Okay, so to get started with bubble letters, first thing you have to understand is that it's not supposed to touch the pencil line. Okay, so if you're drawing something like the letter A, you'd start out with the letter A in pencil, and then you'd switch over to something like a marker and go around it and not touch the pencil lines. Okay, you can see I missed. One thing you want to do is put in the little triangle inside of the A. The letter B would have things inside too. We're going to be using all capitals today, so all capital letters. So again, we're just going to round it off, and then the inside of your letter would have this and that. And it almost looks like the letter D inside of the letter B. Now, C would be the same. You start with a pencil line, and then you go around, not bumping into the pencil line with your marker. Easy enough. Easy as your ABCs, huh? Now, what you guys are going to be doing is putting patterns inside of your letters. So, if you're putting patterns inside of your letters have to be big. So that means all capitals today. So I'm going to draw the letter M and R. That's for Mr. And my last name is C-R-A-I-G. Mr. Craig. Now, if you remember, I'm going to be taking and going around my pencil lines without bumping into them. And I'm making mine look like bubble letters. You don't have to worry about your pencil lines. We're going to color right over top of them, so you don't have to erase them. We'll just color right over. See the little D on the inside? There's the period. Now the letter C is one long curve. If you go off the page a little bit like I did, that's okay. Round like bubbles. And then get the little D on the inside. Again, trying your best not to run into the pencil lines. The letter A, as we saw earlier, has a little inside to it. It has a triangle in there. The letter I, very simple, just a long hot dog looking shape. Now the letter G, a little bit tough. It's got all kinds of little areas where it goes in and out. But again, I'm not going to bump into my pencil lines. And there you go. Now, remember when I said we're going to be using pattern? Inside of each of these letters is going to be a pattern. Then when we go to color it, it'll look really cool. So I'm just going to do simple patterns on my letters. Make sure to leave lots of space for color later. You don't want your pattern to be too complicated. Make it a simple pattern. Stripes, circles, or polka dots, little triangles. Those are the types of things that'll make it easy to color and look good. If your pattern gets too crazy, it will not look good. It'll look like a big mess. You don't want that. Plus, it'll be really, really hard to color. Stripes are always good. Wiggly lines are always good. Even a checkerboard where You have diagonals going one direction and then diagonals going the other direction like this. Can be a lot of fun to color in. So you can play around with how you want to add pattern, and then when it comes time to color, you want to be sure to take your time and do your best. Always, always, always do your best when it comes to this kind of stuff, because you're the one that is making it and it's for you. So you want to make it something you want to keep.